Very good morning, dear students. My name is Rajneesh Tyagi, and I welcome to you all once again for the online classes on Master G Rajneesh Tyagi. Dear students, as you all know that nowadays we are taking the chapter the enemy, and today we are going for the next paragraph. And I hope you all the students are staying at your home so healthy. And let's have a new paragraph today. The South Pacific. It is very unfortunate that this man should have washed up on your doorsteps, he said irritably. The general was irritable. He was irritated and said, "What a coincidence you had in your life that that person who have been found at your doorsteps should he washed at your door." "I feel it to myself," Sadao said gently. And Sadao said, "I felt that time that I should have gone for these activities, these things, and I should have gone, and so I did these things. It would be best if he could be quietly killed," the general said. General said, "It will be beneficial for us if we can kill this person secretly, and no, it will be better for us, I think." According to the general, he wanted to kill that person, not by you. You should not be the person who will kill this white man, but by someone who does not know him. But a person can easily kill him who doesn't have any idea about this person, who is not related with this man. I have my own private assertions, and you will be surprised after listening this thing that I already have my personal and private assertions for those things, for these types of the circumstances in the life, and you can have the better opportunity to kill that person if you granted me." The general was trying to make him understand that we can kill him easily because he had some agents too. "Suppose I send two of them to your house tonight, or better, any night. Suppose I send a suppose I send a person and assistant at your house today tonight. So it will be better today tonight, or you want to choose any other night. What do you say? You need know nothing about it, and you do not supposed to worry about these things. You do not have to think about the matter, that what we have to do and how we will take these steps to kill that person. What do you say? It is now warm. What would be more natural than that you should leave the outer partition of the white man's room open to the garden while he sleeps, and what you have to do? You will have to, I'm sorry, you will have to leave the gate of your door openly, and we will do the things according to our planning. Certainly, it would be very natural. So thou agreed. In fact, it is so left open every night, and Sada was agreed with the statement of that general. Good. The general said, young. General was yawning means Jambailina, just like that. He was tedious, and the general was yawning, and he said, "Okay, it is good." He said like that. They are very capable assistants, and they are very capable. They are the master of this field, and they will do this activity secretly, and nobody will come to know that who have killed that white man. They make no noise, and they know the trick of inward bleeding. They know many tricks to kill a person. If you like, I can even have them remove the body. And if you really want to remove the body of that man, so my assistants, they can do this job perfectly without any problem, without any circumstances, and you will be surprised that the person has killed that man without any problem. You will be happy. So thou consider that perhaps would be best, excellency, he agreed, thinking of Hana. And Sadao was finally agreed to for this activity, for this job, and but he was similarly thinking also about his wife Hana. He was worried about her. He left the general's presence then, and went home thinking over the plan. In this way, the whole thing would be taken out of his hands. He would tell Hana nothing, and he was thinking to describe the things with his wife Hana, and also thinking that what to do, what not to do. Should I tell her or should I not tell her? Or he was just going. He was just thinking about the plan and his information that he should deliver this information to his wife or not. Be taken out of his hands. He would tell Hannah nothing, since she would be timid at the idea of assassins in the house. Because the husband of Hannah, I was thinking that if he would tell her about this condition, that he is going to hire up assassins through general and he will kill that white man, she could have been scared, because after all she is a lady and a timid lady. So he was confused to say his wife or not, and yet certainly such a persons were essentially in an absolute state such as Japan was. How else could rules deal with those who oppose the oppose them? I'm sorry, dear students. I'm feeling very lazy today. He refused to allow anything but reason to be the atmosphere of his mind as he went into the room where the America was in bed. But as he opened the door, to the surprise, he found the young man out of bed and preparing to go into the garden. And he was totally surprised when he saw into the room that the man was preparing to go out into the garden, and he was not laying on his bed. It was a surprising thing for Dr. Sadao, because he was now strong. He was capable to go anywhere himself, and he was preparing to go in the garden. What is this? He exclaimed. Who gave you permission to leave your room? Sadao said. And what is this? What is going on? Who have granted you this permission to go out from your room? Can you please tell me? I'm not used to waiting to permission. I'm not used to waiting for permissions, Tom said gaily. Tom said, hello. I'm not that kind of person who are waiting for the permissions. I'm not one of them, okay? Because I feel pretty good again, but will the muscles on this side always feel stiff? And that Tom said, okay, now I'm feeling very good, feeling very better, and having a little pain in my muscles. It is so. Sadao inquired, surprised. He forgot all else now. I thought I had provided against that, he murmured. He lifted the edge of the man's shirt and gazed it at the healing. And he put off the shorts of that patient, Tom, and he was healing the wounds of Mr. Tom. Scar's message may do it, he said. If exercise does not, it would, it won't bother me much, the young man said. His young face was gone under a soapy blonde beard. Now, the patient of Dr. Sadao means Tom said, I'm not having any problem now to go for, especially if go for the exercise, and I can do my work on myself. His young face was gone under the soapy and blonde hair beard, and his face under the long blonde beard was glowing now. Say, doctor, I have got something I want to say to you. And doctor said, actually, I have a thing in my mind I want to discuss with you. I have to tell you. If I had not met a chap like you, well, would not be alive today. I know that Sadao bowed, but he would could not speak. And Tom said, I know very well if I could have not met with you at that show. So I know that I cannot alive today. This is because of you. And Sadao was paying his respect to that man, because he was thanking to him. He was also bow means झुक करके नमस्कार करना, like that. And but he was unable to speak anything because he was also planning to kill that person now. Sure, I know that, Tom went on warmly. His big thin hands gripping a chair were white at the crunches. I guess if all the Japs were like you, they were would not have been a war. And that person said, if all the Japanese, all the Japanese, if all the Japanese will be thinking like you think, so there will be no war in between America and Japan. But I want all the Jap like you to behave like you. Perhaps outside with the difficulty, and now I think you had better go back to bed. And so I said, okay, I agree, but I personally think right now that you should go back to your bed and have rest, please. He helped the boy back into bed and then bowed. Good night, he said, and he said good night to him. So thou slept badly that night, time and time again he woke, thinking he heard the resulting of footsteps, the sound of a twig broken or a stone displaced in the garden, a noise such as men might make who carried a burden. The next morning, he made the excuse to go first into the guest room. If the American were gone, he then could simply tell Hannah that so the general had directed. And he was thinking in the next morning, if the Tom is not more right now, so I can easily tell to Hannah, my wife, that the person is not alive and he is no more, because he was directed and instructed by general, and the thing would happen, whatever is happening right now. But he was waiting for that morning. Simply tell Hannah that so the general had direct. But when he opened the door, he saw at once that there on the pillow was the shaggy blonde head. He could hear the peaceful breathing of sleep, and he closed the door again quietly. But Dr. Sadao, when he went to the room of that Tom, that patient, he saw there, and what he has seen there, the Tom, that person, the patient was sleeping on his bed quietly and taking a very long sleep. Along with the sleep, he was also taking the long breath, which was unnecessary, which was surprising for Dr. Sadha. He's asleep, he told Hannah. He is almost well to sleep like that, and he said to his wife that he is asleep and he's okay now, I think. What shall we do with him? Hannah whispered her old refrain, and Hannah was whispering. Hannah फुसफुसा रही थी कि what have to do now? What should we do with him now? Tell to me. Sadao shook his head. I must decide in a day or two, he promised. And he promised to his wife that I will definitely take a decision about this person, that what we have to do for him and what we have to do, because it is going to be very important and significant case for us, and definitely we have to take an action against this man. But certainly he thought the second night must be the night there rose a wind that night, and he listened to the sounds of branding, boards, and whistling partitions. Hannah woke too. Ought we not to go and close the sick man's partition? She asked. And Hannah said that we should not take the partition of a sick man. No, Sadao said he is able now to do it for himself. And Sadao said, no, 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 he's not sick now, and he is able to do all the activities for himself. He can do all the things easily. You just do not worry about him. But the next morning, the America was still there, and American was still there. He was also still there in the next morning without any problem. Then the third night, of course, he must be the night. Then they were thinking that the third night definitely he will be killed by the assassins who have been sent by the general. So he was waiting for the third night, and what they have seen, that after the one night he was saved, after the second night he was saved, now third night the wind changed to quiet rain, and the garden was full of sounds of dripping eaves and running springs. So thou slept a little better, but he woke at the sound of a crash and leapt deep into his feet. And when he heard something, he leaped into his feet. Leaped into his feet means the way paon chale jana. He was, what was that? Hannah cried. Hannah cried. What was that? What was that? The baby walked at her voice and began to wail. I must go and see. Sadao said, I should definitely check out outside what is happening. They were surprised. उनको लगा कि कुछ ना कुछ बाहर होने वाला है. So Sadao went to outside. इसलिए सदाव बाहर गया और देखने लगा कि क्या हो रहा है. He was trying to check all the things there. But he held her and would not let her move. Sadao, she cried, what is the matter with you? Don't go, he muttered, don't go. And Sadao said, don't go outside. What is the matter? Sadao wife cried and cried again, don't go please out. don't go, peace out. His terror infected her and stood breathless, waiting. There was only silence together. They crept back into the bed, the baby between them. Or the condition of that time was very terrible, and the baby was in between them. When he opened the door of the guest room in the morning, there was a young man. He was very gay and had already washed and was now on his feet. He had asked for a razor yesterday and had saved himself, and today there was a faint color in his cheeks. And he mm, took the razor of Mr. Sadao, and he saved himself, and he was looking very neat and clean, and a very we can easily see the grace on his face. The cheeks was looking so colorful and faint. और आज जब वो डॉक्टर सदाव से मिलता है तो डॉक्टर सदाव saw there that the person who was looking very sick and uncomfort before some days, he was looking very good today. And it was the third morning of his life, and all 3 nights has gone, and he was saved. He was not having any problem. So after all, after third day also, or third night also, that Tom was saved, and the family of Dr. Sada was also saved, because Sada was thinking that the assistance of that general would come and he will kill that person. But still, on the third day, he was alive without any problem. So, dear students, that was the class of the day, and I hope you're enjoying these classes at your home. Please give answers in the comment box. You are not going to give the answers in the comment box. Give the answers, and the question of the day is that who have uh, given the idea to kill that white man. This is the questions to all the students. And you please have a great day, have a great life. I wish you good luck, all the best. Stay healthy at your home. Take care. Bye bye.